Wayne Duplessis is a school teacher in Wuhan, and although he is a Canadian citizen and could come back to Canada, he has decided to stay there. Wayne, why? Why are you staying?
Good morning. Well, mostly I'm staying for my family. My wife and my oldest son are Indonesian citizens, so I can't leave without them. My youngest son, is a Canadian citizen, as I am.
And you're actually separated, aren't you? Your wife and your son are in another part of the city. And tell us about just how you're managing to keep track of each other in a lockdown like you are in Wuhan.
Okay, actually, it's my oldest son that's in the other part of the city. My wife and my youngest son are here with me.
Okay, and how are you doing
So,
keeping track with your son?
we stay in contact through WeChat, the Chinese platform, social media platform. So we talk 2 or 3 times a day, or on WhatsApp. And yeah, it's worrying because you want your family there. You certainly want your children there.
Okay, and the entire area of Wuhan where you are is in quarantine. Are resources and basic needs running thin? Are you getting on each other's nerves being all locked in like this?
We are lucky enough to have enough water. We're lucky enough to have rice and some things that we got on our last trip to the shop, I should say. And but meat is a bit in low supply, and I don't know. They've just had other shipments coming in from other parts of the country, so it may be that has been replenished. But we haven't been outside the apartment for about 6 days now.
Oh my. Now, you and your wife follow the Christian faith. How has that helped you
Yes.
in this time?
Well, it's helped immeasurably, and I have to be honest that I was raised Catholic, and I was a lapsed Catholic, to be frank about it. When I met Emily, and we talked about, you talk about religion and you talk about things like that. My wife is Chinese Indonesian, and she's Christian. It's been an adjustment for me, and I'll be honest about that. It's not the way I was raised, and it's something that I work at, and I'm trying, and I have my doubts from time to time. So, and this has been a test of our faith, and I think that we're coming through it, and we're coming through it together. Before we go out on the street, we have a little family prayer, and we try to pray together at night. And I say Emily is a lot more diligent than I am about keeping that.
And do you think Emily is experiencing a peace of God, or is there also deep fear?
I think it's a bit of both. I mean, her faith is quite resilient, and we've been through a few things in our time together. Of course, we lived through SARS in 2003. We were in Liaoning province, so we've been in China for a while. But in Indonesia, we've had our share of problems. And when the government of Suharto fell, and there was rioting in the street, and of course we were in our home, and we weren't able to leave at that time, and for much the same reason. The evacuation order came in, and they said, well, all Canadians can go. And well, I had my family there, not just my family, but my wife's family was there as well.
Thank you for explaining to us the complexities and the loyalties when you are an international family like you are, Wayne. Wayne, I want to close with this. You sent us some video of people encouraging each other from your balconies. What exactly is this video that we're going to close with?
Well, we were in here talking, and then we heard out on the street, and it was indistinct. So when we got out, then we realized that what they were saying was "Jayo, Jayo, Jayo, Wuhan, Jayo," and Jayo is "Let's go, come on." So they're encouraging each other, trying to build up each other's spirits, and so they're shouting from their balconies, "Wuhan, Jayo, Wuhan, Jayo, come on, Wuhan, let's go, Wuhan."
All right.
So it's
Well, you've made this very personal. Thank you, Wayne, for taking us right there into Wuhan, into your home where you've been locked up the last 6 days. We do send this with prayers that you'll be able to reunite with your son on the other side of the city, and that you and Emily and your boys will be safe and get through this coronavirus just like you got through SARS. Thank you, Wayne, for joining us.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Hit subscribe and the notification bell to get our weekly episodes and web exclusives.